Hey everybody, welcome to a new Pokemon boss battle series. This is Pokemon Y. If you're looking for a full Let's Play, I do have a Let's Play of Pokemon X up on the channel. You can either go to my channel page or just search Airvale Pokemon X, I'm sure it'll come up. But if you are short on time and just want to see the Gym Leader boss fights or relive a little bit of the nostalgia, then you are in the right place. So first things first, before we face the first Gym Leader, let's introduce you to the team. So far we have 3 team members, and I'll catch some more Pokemon as we get further along. But we have our our starter, who is not a Starmie, Fennekin, and I have nicknamed him Lumi, our fire type. And then for my water and grass type, I want Pokemon that I could actually catch later in the game, but it's much later in the game. So just so that we can use them earlier on, I hatched eggs, or created eggs in another game and traded the eggs over and hatched them here. So we have Sen, the Cluncher, and we have Fantup, the Ghost and Grass. I'm sorry, Nist, the Ghost and Grass Fantup. Cal is my character's name in the game for Kalos. So we will add 3 more Pokemon as we go along, probably 1 after each gym, and until then I just have some Zigzagoon and a Pansear. But alright, let's face the first gym leader and see how it goes. That determined expression, that glint in your eye that says you're up to the challenge. It's fantastic, just fantastic. Is this your first time challenging a gym? Fantastic. Whether it's the tears of frustration that follow a loss or the blossoming of joy that comes with victory, they're both great subjects for my camera. Fantastic, this'll be it, just fantastic. Now come at me. My lens is always focused on victory. I won't let anything ruin this shot. Oh, there we go. She's really into photography and Pokemon battles, and bug Pokemon. Viola, or Voila, but probably Viola. It's kind of weird if like you lose to her and then she's like takes your photo to like capture the moment. Like, not sure I'd want that photo, but hopefully it won't come to that. So I am starting with a grass type, which seems a little bit weird to use against bug types, but our second type, Ghost, actually makes us neutral, or take neutral damage, because Ghost resists bug and grass is weak to it. So it looks like Surskit is 2 levels higher. Let's start with Confuse Ray. And Surskit is faster, but it's just using Water Sport, which I think powers up water attacks, or maybe just weakens fire attacks. So we'll have to remember that if we bring in Sen, but for now I think we're okay. So Astonish does a little bit less damage. I think it's 30 base power, and then it gets multiplied because of something called same type attack bonus, which is whenever your Pokemon uses an attack that's the same type as it gets a 50% damage bonus. So using Tackle, which is a normal type move, we don't get that bonus, but if we use Astonish, which is a ghost attack, we do. I'm going to use Tackle though because Tackle has 50 base power, whereas Astonish only has 30. So even with the 50% damage bonus from same type attack bonus, or stab for short, Astonish will do a little bit less damage. Now Astonish does have a small chance of flinching your opponent, but in order to flinch them you have to be faster, and we are not faster because we're not going first. Alright, we have been hit, but luckily we resist Bubble because we are grass types. That's good. And I wonder if she has any potions. She's probably going to use a potion, but let's go for Tackle anyway. Yep, there's the potion. We do have potions as well, but I'm going to try not to use any held items, any non-held items in battle. And I also have the game set to set mode instead of switch mode, which you can do in the options. And that basically means that whenever one of your Pokemon knocks out their Pokemon, you don't get a free switch. Since your opponent doesn't really get that free switch, I figured it's only fair for us not to get either. And it makes the games just a little bit more challenging, which makes them more fun for me. Alright, so far things are pretty equal, but she did use a potion. And another Bubble. I wonder if Bubble is Surskit's only damaging attack. It might be, being only level 10. So we can probably just chip her down using Tackles and Confuse Ray. I think Bubble has a small chance of lowering our speed, but it doesn't really matter too much because we're already slower. Alright, so I don't think she has another potion. Or if she does, I think she'll save it for her second Pokemon, so... Oh, there goes the speed. Again, not like it matters too much, but down goes Surskit. Great job. And all my Pokemon names are taken from towns or cities in this region. I can't remember what Nist is from, but it's the middle name of, or the middle of some city name. Alright, Vivillon, a fully evolved Pokemon, kind of like the Butterfree of this generation, I guess. And level 12. Let's try to do Confuse Ray, because that's probably our best shot. Harden. Interesting choice. Didn't really expect a defensive move. Probably a good choice, though, because it'll take less damage from all physical attacks, such as Tackle and Astonish. And even from Confusion damage, if it hits itself in Confusion. We could use Growth to increase our attack power, which maybe is a good idea. But let's just go for direct damage. Infestation. That is a newer Bug-type move that I think does a little bit of damage every turn. And got a crit there too, so we might not be around for too much longer. Yep, down goes Nist. That's okay, Nist. You did a great job taking out Surskit. So, alright. Let's go ahead and bring out Lumi, because it's fun to use our starter. And this is everybody's first time on screen, so this should make things pretty easy, I would think, being a fire type versus a bug type. And we don't have the water sport up, so our power's not weakened. Alright, this should be super effective. Alright, not a ton of damage, because Vivillon is fully evolved and is the same level we are, but not bad either. And it did use Infestation, but it's not very effective since we are fire type. So really a Fennekin is like the perfect starter for this gym. Which is cool, because usually like the first gym is a rock gym. At least in the first, third, and fourth generation games. So it's like water or grass is best, and this time fire is finally best. In the Johto games, the second generation games, flying is the first gym. Ooh, Flame Charge. That's a good move. Alright, let's delete Tail Whip, just because I don't use Tail Whip very often. So we'll go with that. I'll keep Ember, because I think Flame Charge is physical and Ember is special in terms of the damage they do. So it might make sense to use one or the other depending on what our enemies' defenses are like. You and your Pokemon have shown me a whole new depth of field. Fantastic, just fantastic. She really likes saying that, doesn't she? Young trainer, no, it wasn't you alone. You and your Clauncher have shown me a whole new depth of field. That's funny. I guess she like randomly picks a Pokemon because she picked the one of the three that was not in the battle. But you know, that's cool. You can take his photo. Fantastic, just fantastic. And the Hive Badge, what's this one? Bug Badge, okay. Nice and straightforward. Yes, Pokemon up to level 30 will obey us, even if we get them from trades, but our Pokemon aren't really from trades. They're hatched from eggs, so I train them from level 1, which I think makes it more fair. And they're not like super overpowered Pokemon. They're strong Pokemon, but not any stronger than like the starter for sure, or any ones I'd be able to catch in the next like, couple routes. In fact, I think the next one I'm going to catch will eventually evolve to be one of the strongest Pokemon in the Kalos region. And we have a TM, which I'm pretty sure is for Infestation. So we probably won't use that. We don't have any bug types. Yeah, it is Infestation. Take the stairs you find beyond it, and you'll be back to the entrance faster than a flash. Alright, that's what I will do. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I will heal up our Pokemon, catch a new 4th edition to the team. Maybe we'll start with Sen next time so we can get him some screen time. But yeah, that's it for now. I will see you guys right back here for episode number 2. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more.